Hello and welcome to episode 144 of Ready to Mosh. I'm Jem G, and with me, as always, the hash to my brown, Mr. Kev P.
Someone's been thinking about food.
I have been thinking about food because the download food's just been announced, which will all be in the past by the time this goes out.
Yeah, well, this is how many days before? It's a week before it starts.
A week today, yeah. A week today till 10th's up, at least.
Yeah. Should be steaming by this point.
Yeah. Probably having a nap.
Very possibly.
Potted out. Peak too soon.
Wednesday blues.
Yeah. Or doomsday blues. Anyway, I was actually thinking about the McDonald's breakfast that we'll be having on the way home from download, which is when this episode goes out.
Yeah, so you'll be listening to this, well, potentially about 6 a.m.
Yeah, if you're up with the
Get on it, yeah.
6 a.m. flight. So as traditional, as per the last 2 years, our Monday after download episode is our predictions for the following year.
And the results of what we got right for this year.
Yeah, we'll go into that. So is this just based on what we said in the episode?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, because I know we did a little predictions post once they said when the announcement was coming out as well, didn't we? But this is based on last year's download way home episode.
That's the one.
Okay, so who did we predict then for last year?
Well, before we say that, I predicted 18 bands, you predicted 19.
Yeah.
And we both got 6 correct. So we got a third of the bands that we said would be there. However, one of mine may still potentially be there.
Oh, yeah, because at this point in time, we don't know who that massive secret band is, or secret massive band.
Yeah. So obviously the rumours were My Chemical Romance, who I have on my list from last year.
Oh.
So I might have got 7, but we won't know until the weekend.
Yeah, and then we'll probably forget to mention it anyway.
Probably.
Knowing us.
So do you want to run through the ones we got correct?
Go on then.
So ones we said that were correct, we both went for Avenged Sevenfold. We said that was kind of nailed on.
As headliners, didn't we? I think? Yeah. Oh.
We both said Corey Taylor would be there, because Corey Taylor's always fucking there.
In some form or other.
Yeah. We both said Enter Shikari.
Yeah.
We both said The Offspring.
Yeah.
And then the individual ones that we went for, you went for Alien Weaponry, which I didn't think would happen.
I just felt like they were going to be there for some reason.
The next one, I correctly got Frank Carter.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that.
No idea. I also got Limp Bizkit.
Again, I don't know why I didn't think of that.
And then the other one that you got was Those Damn Crows.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't say that.
No, I thought it was a bit too early for them to come back.
Yeah, it's been 2 years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Usually 2 or 3 year turnaround for most people, unless you're Skindred or Corey Taylor.
Yeah, I would have expected them for next year, but not this year.
And looking at that list, I'm getting some inspiration for next year that I've not actually got on my list already. So I might have to pop a few more on that I'd forgot existed.
Okay.
I have to say, with my list, it is mainly bigger bands that I've got on here.
Okay.
I was struggling to put smaller ones on, partly because I don't know why, actually.
Yeah.
But also knowing, particularly the lower down the bill for this year, it's quite different.
It's a curveball, isn't it, to what it would normally be?
Yeah. So bands that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure they'll be at download, probably won't. And there's a lot of people who
you expect to be there that
cannot be there, but they are there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of, lower, smaller bands in particular, I've not really got many stabs at those, I have to say.
Okay. So first band for me is All That Remains.
Okay.
A lot of these bands that I've got on here are kind of potential anniversary shows or X amount of years since they played download or...
Yeah, I didn't really go down that route thinking about it, actually. The first band I've got, I'm thinking As Everything Unfolds might make a return.
That's a good shout. Yeah, I thought about that. Very good. I've got A Day to Remember.
Oh yeah, it's been a couple of years, hasn't it? Since they've been.
Another possible.
A similar vein to As Everything Unfolds, I've got Trash Boat.
Same. So we've got our first match.
Oh.
I've got Lake Malice.
So have I.
Our second match.
They're the main kind of smaller ones I've got, really. I'm moving bigger in size with quite a few of my others. In terms of kind of mid-card type size. Probably second or main stage players.
Okay. Do you want to run through a few of my smaller ones then?
Yeah.
Or potential, not smaller ones, but...
Yeah, and I might just make some up off the top of my head, inspired by your choices.
Okay. Jamie Lenman.
Oh, it's been a while since we've missed
him. Yeah.
Has he been there since pilot?
Yes, he was in the Avalanche. Oh no, that was
Was he even
before
at
the pilot.
We missed him in Avalanche, didn't we? But then did
I
we
thought
see him?
we caught a bit of him at the end of his set in the Avalanche.
Yeah, we missed. It was it. It was a download pilot, wasn't he? And we were just sat having a drink, and I'm sure we missed
forgot
him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
Sorry, Jamie.
I've also got At the Gates.
Yeah.
Dimmu Borgir.
Oh, that'd be nice in the Dogtooth.
That's where I've got them.
I think, yeah, they could headline Dogtooth.
That's what I've predicted.
Mm.
Along with Ministry.
Oh, yeah, Ministry have not been there for a while, have they?
No, and the new album was out this year.
Oh, yeah, we reviewed it, didn't we? On the back of your Dimmu Borgir, I've just thought of someone else of a similar vein, and my brain's gone blank, but I saw them at Bloodstock headlining Sophie. But no, were they headlining? I don't think they were headlining because it wasn't that late, actually. Who did I see in 2023? No, 2022. And they...
Was I with you?
No. Oh, my brain's saying Bathory, and it absolutely wasn't, obviously. Belphegor was who I was trying to think of.
Okay, yeah.
I can see them being a late Dogtooth band. Just thought about as well, Orbit Culture.
Yeah, possible. I'll just do a quick 2 then. Another couple that I thought of. Based on Busted they're being this year. Fight Star next year.
That could be a thing, couldn't it? Is that the same?
I think it's... Is it one of them? Charlie.
Band, yeah.
Yeah. So I think Fight Star could be a possibility.
Yeah, given the generally positive reaction to Busted.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or we might get McFly.
Maybe.
Should put that on the list. I'm not even joking.
Another one as a headliner, the Dogtooth, Zealand Ardor.
Oh, that'd be nice. Or would it? Because if it's as busy as the Sophie stage was for them at Bloodstock, then won't get near. Yeah, it'd be nice to see them back.
Okay. Do you want to pick another one?
Some kind of weird typo incidents happened on my list on my phone.
Okay.
This could be a tribute band. Lamb of Fog.
Lamb of Fog. Be for Jesus.
Yeah, they've not been, well, they've been in the country, but they've not been at download for a little while. I think I had them on my list for last year, actually.
I've also got them on mine.
Oh, have you? Oh. Was Fog or God or Jesus?
No, it was Lamb of God because I typed it.
I want to make that a t-shirt now.
Lamb of Fog. Because they're potentially not there this year, it will be the inevitable return of Skindrip.
Yeah, I've got them on my list too. They're not going to miss 2 years, surely.
Nah.
And they'll probably do a new album next year, maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah, they will be, won't they? Trivium, I've also not been there for a while, I don't think. Or they could have been and we just didn't watch them.
Yeah, possible.
I'm thinking, kind of the mid-table, like we've got a good chunk of older bands this year. I'm thinking similar vein for that.
How about Andrew WK? See that on second stage again?
Yeah, because that's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's 2 songs that sound exactly the same.
Yeah. Robert Zombie.
I also have that.
I think I had him last year as well, this year, and disappointed again, but he's on that massive tour. That one that was announced with loads of cool...
Yeah, the one with Alice Cooper and somebody else really good on it.
It was about 4, wasn't there? Oh, imagine the whole lineup came over and Alice Cooper.
How about Black Star Riders?
Possibly, bringing that element of dad rock to proceedings.
Yeah.
Early in the day.
That usual Those Damn Crows slot.
Yeah. Or Wayward Sons, they had similar slots.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah. I've not even really thought about any kind of dad rock. Maybe Wayward Sons again.
Maybe.
Pretty Reckless, being as they keep being on the menu.
On the menu?
Food on the brain. The lineup, and then they've pulled out, and I don't know if that's makes them more likely or not to...
I don't think they'll ever get another chance. Because it's been, is it 3 years?
I think so.
I think they'll just sever all ties now.
Similar to Distillers.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Same. Corrosion of Conformity.
Oh, yeah.
With that one in the mix.
Why are you putting them on the lineup?
Second stage, I think.
Have we already said Sabaton?
You haven't, no.
Oh, Sabaton.
Yeah.
Again, it's been a while.
Possible.
Maybe.
Cradle of Filth.
Oh, that would be whatever the word is. Yeah, I can imagine them. Again, it's been a couple of years, hasn't it?
Yeah, been a little while.
Or so, and yeah, little Danny always pops up now and again. We mentioned them earlier. Gajira. I've put them on for for next year.
Yeah, I've not got them. I don't know if they... I suppose it's only France, isn't it, Gajira?
Yeah.
It's not far. Possible.
I'm envisaging maybe second stage headliner or
Would
possibly
they-
sub-headlining
Sub.
the main stage, depending on who's headlining there. But I think they could headline
the headliner
stage.
second.
I think so.
Yeah, but we like them.
I know we like them, but I mean, they've done arena shows, haven't they? I don't know that. And they've headlined Bloodstock, and
I suppose.
they can pull a crowd.
Mm.
They have got a good stage show.
How about Greenlaw?
Oh yeah, they were there last year, weren't they? Were they? Or are they I don't know. Bloodstock this year.
Bloodstock. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Green Day then.
No.
Yeah, I do like a bit of Greenlung. That would be nice. Because it's been a few years and these were once upon a time regulars. Steel Panther.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I want them.
No, I mean, they did used to be there all the time.
Yeah.
And then they've just kind of, a couple of them left, didn't they? I think.
One of them left. Yeah, the
the
guitarist.
guitarist left. They brought somebody else in and it's kind of gone quiet.
I just feel, I've said this before, I think the novelty's worn off for me. Like the first album was quite amusing and I quite liked it. And we saw them in 2012, didn't we? And it was, I know you didn't enjoy.
Shit.
But yeah, I do feel like that novelty
It's gone.
has gone. And I said in one of our preview episodes, I feel like they've potentially been replaced by Electric Callboy as kind of a novelty.
Yeah, the novelty.
Fact that somebody dresses up for.
Yeah.
But I still feel they might wheel them out again.
How about Judas Priest?
Oh.
Possible second stage headliner?
I feel like I had them down for this year on my predictions. Yeah, because they're still touring, aren't they, obviously?
Yeah, new album.
Not long ago, so yeah, that was Sunday afternoon, almost like a Legend type slot.
Which we kind of said before.
Did we?
Yeah.
And Bury tomorrow, I feel, are due a return.
Well, that's a good shout.
Because their new album was out last year.
Yeah.
So I reckon they're probably due to kind of maybe tie up the touring for that or maybe have some new stuff that they're promoting.
Cavell Attack.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I think I'm just picking out your favourite bands here, aren't I?
I think you are. I think a lot of my list is potentially more wishful thinking than based on any kind of logic.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, because I say this every year, they've got to come back at some point. Papa Roach, please come back.
I've not got them. How about Napalm Death?
I wouldn't like to experience it personally, but I wouldn't mind seeing them at Download.
Yeah.
Love a bit of Napalm Death. And my next one I've just added onto the list because the poster has been staring at me whilst we've been sat recording, as it always does. Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats released a new album this year. I can see them on the Dogtooth.
Yeah, possible. How about Rise Against?
Yeah, it's been a while. Or has it? Were they there last year?
No.
2022?
I think so.
They've been there since the pandemic, I think, and they clashed. I feel like they headlined.
Well, maybe they did.
I feel like they headlined second stage, but I watched someone else on the main stage.
Yeah.
Possibly.
But could we do that return?
Yes, why not? Because they have just made a big comeback and you were clearly unaware of their existence even, I'm going to say Kitty.
Yeah. I don't know if they would.
I think in the kind of a retro, old school kind of way, they would.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure where, main or second probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see it happening.
I'll go next with Suicidal Tendencies.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Very possible.
My next one are a former guest of the show and a kind of regular at Download, Massive Wagons, working on a new album. Would fit in, I think.
I have the same.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
You've got Massive Wagons too.
Oh, yeah. Too much eating and drinking. How about the 100?
Yeah.
They're a possibility.
My next one on my list, we've already said Skindred, so we'll scoot over them. And this one, I think, could be a thing, perhaps. A band that we've seen very recently, also made a comeback. Breed 77.
You know what? I had forgot to put them on my list, but yeah, I think you're right. I think they will be there next year.
I think potentially, I don't know if Dogtooth headliner.
I'm thinking main
maybe,
stage.
or main stage.
Early on.
Because they were a pretty staple on the lineup back in the noughties, weren't they? As we know. So I can see if this kind of comeback tour, the new album all goes well. Yeah.
So how many have you got left now?
6, I think, possibly 7.
Okay. We'll keep going and then I'll run through
I'm
mine.
really at the kind of, top endish of
Okay.
proceedings.
Well, do you want me to run through a few ones that maybe aren't right at the top?
Go on then.
Halloween.
They're still due back at Bloodstock, aren't they? After pulling out.
Black Veil Brides.
I nearly put them on my list, and I don't know why I didn't actually.
Body Count.
Oh, yeah.
Been a couple of years.
Yeah, quite a while, hasn't it?
Eagles of Death Metal.
Yeah.
They're probably due now.
Yeah, again, been a little while.
Funeral for a Friend, I had. However,
yeah.
Since I put this prediction together, they've now been confirmed as second stage headliners this year.
Yeah, I can't see them making a comeback.
They won't make a comeback for next year, but that's who I originally had. So I think they were potentially penciled in for next year.
Yeah, and brought them forward.
And Testament.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. So do you want to rattle a couple off?
Bullet for My Valentine.
I thought about those, but didn't put them on.
Because I don't think they've been since Pilot, have they?
No.
And again, placement-wise, I don't know, could they headline second stage? In a kind of spirit of wanting to push a British band. Because they headlined Pilot, didn't they? So I know it was a whole different species, but...
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Sub.
Sleep Token.
I've got as a headliner for next year. I think that's nailed on.
As an actual main stage headliner?
Yeah.
Really? I just don't think they've got enough yet.
I know what you mean, but people said the same about Slipknot.
That's true, yeah. I do.
I did a bit of thinking about this, and I've got them as a headliner because I think they're going to bring somebody unexpected as a headliner.
I think they need to. This is how the bit I struggled the most has been headliners, thinking who could. In the spirit of this year, apart from Avenged Sevenfold, I don't think anyone would have picked the other two. Really?
Not as a headliner.
No. And I feel like they need to maybe have the twist that they had last year with Bring Me the Horizon, have someone expected, someone more modern.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if Sleep Token... I mean, they're obviously popular, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it would go down really, really well.
I was thinking more likely second stage headliner.
See, I think they're too big for that.
But they've had issues where they've put people too big on the second stage, haven't they? So
yeah, they've got too big.
And they obviously packed out the Avalanche when they headlined that. Yeah, I think they'll definitely be there. I just don't know where.
Okay. How about Meshuggah?
Being
I
too
feel like
sugar.
I've done your fantasy list here.
You haven't, yeah?
Yeah.
I've got 4 left of potential headliners that I'm really not sure about, to be honest.
I've got 4 bands left to say as well. 2 as potential headliners.
Nickelback. Another curveball, because obviously they've just done their arena tour and everyone seems to just love them these days. And again, in the kind of spirit of adding a curveball that you may not have thought about, I think they could be one of those Marmite headliners.
Yeah, maybe. I've not really thought about them. Yeah, very possible. One that I kind of say all the time, just because I know it'll probably never happen, but Rammstein.
I've got them down as well.
Okay.
But I feel like they've done kind of 2 tour cycles this year and last year with their stadium. So are they going to do another year? I don't know.
What's the festival runs there?
I was thinking maybe that. And then I think I said when we were discussing it for this year's headliners, is their stage setup too big now for a festival? That's what still throws me. Because it is a big old stage setup in it.
It is, but so
lots of smoke and pyros and
it's the smoke, the pyros in East Midlands Airport.
Yeah.
That's the only thing really that would go against it now.
Yeah, I feel like if they were to do it, they're going to have to tone it back, and I don't think they would want to. And they know that they can sell out stadiums, so why would they do a festival when they could just do their own show? So as much as I've got them on the list of the potential headliner, I'm kind of hoping that they might do their own shows. Probably the week after Download, just to be annoying.
Yeah. How about, not the headliner, but to be there, Behemoth?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be nice again. But put them in the dark. They're always in the daylight at Download these days. Another one that I feel gets wheeled out every year, and I'm putting them as a potential headliner, but I'm pretty sure that they probably won't be, but AC/DC, if they're still alive.
Yeah, I don't think they'll ever play again. Not at Download. I don't know why, I've just got this feeling they won't.
I'm sure I saw a quote from Andy Coppin the other day saying that he would allow them to have their own stage again. So,
yeah.
I know he comes out with things all the time, but...
One for you, Motley Crue.
Oh, are they still going to be touring next year?
Are they going to be touring next year? I don't think they'd headline.
Oh, no.
Are they going to want to be sub? Because I think that's the lowest slot they potentially accept.
I don't think they could headline.
The cost of money to get them versus the cost of money you're going to spend on a sub-headliner. I think they would price themselves out of the market, but
Because they've done 2 years of co-headline tour with Def Leppard, haven't they? I think.
yeah.
Maybe if they did it with Def Leppard, maybe as a co-headliner, bit of a like old school 80s day, that'd be nice. I feel like if I am ever going to see Motley Crue again, it's going to be at a festival because I just don't want to pay over the nose for Vince's broken voice anymore.
Yeah.
So I would love to see them there. But yeah, whether it would actually happen, I don't know.
Well, I've got one band left
So have I.
who I think will be a headliner.
Oh no, I've missed someone actually. I've got two.
You've got two.
One's not necessarily a headliner, but I just feel that in some form Miles Kennedy will be back. And I've got down as Miles Kennedy and Slash for next year's iteration because they've just been arena touring this year.
Yeah.
Obviously, depending if Guns N' Roses are going to kind of wheel themselves out again for next year. But
well, they're supposed to be recording a new album, aren't they?
Exactly. So I don't know, but even if it's not with Slash, Miles will be there in some form.
And some guys, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those staples. We've not said Corey Taylor either.
No.
I don't know what version he'll wheel out because
I did think of that, but he's there doing his solo stuff this year. Slipknot headline last year.
I don't think Slipknot will be there for a couple of years now.
No, possibly 26.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I've got more ideas for headliners for 2026 than for next year. Because I could say it here first, I feel like Ghost 2026.
Yeah, Ghost will headline 26.
Because I think they'll be doing their own stuff next year with a new album. But
yeah, definite headline at 26.
There we go. Obviously got Ghost in there again. Yeah. So my final one, and again, I don't know because a lot of my potential headliners are old school, but I just feel like they're going to potentially wheel Iron Maiden out again because it was 2022, so it'll be 3 years.
Yeah, you see, I think they'd do the same year as Ghost. So you've got an old, new.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, what's your last one?
My last one, band that's not been there for a long time and have headlined before, Muse. See them doing a series of shows and then headlining. Because they've not really done anything, have they?
Not actually. Can't even remember when.
I can't remember the last album was out.
Yeah, that could be a big
So I feel like they'd do a series of shows and...
Yeah, I feel like I would watch them at a festival. As in, I'm not a huge Muse fan, so I probably would never go and pay to see them.
I wouldn't pay the price they charge. The prices are ridiculous. But I'd love to see them live.
Yeah, I've not really thought about them, but...
Was it 2015 last time they played?
15 or 6.
Yeah, because they were headliners, weren't they?
And again, that was a bit of a divisive one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bit like Biffy Clyro. They're not headliners, they're not download.
It would be 2015, because it'd be 10 years. It's kind of like a 10-year. Then you get bands that do like big cycles.
Yeah.
Before they ever play again.
I am really struggling to envisage next year's headliners.
Yeah. Because I mean, with this year, Limp Bizkit had been a long time since they played. Now they're back.
Yeah.
And the same for the Offspring. I mean, they were booked for the pandemic year, weren't they?
I was going to say, weren't they booked for 2020?
Yeah.
Ooh, well, in about November, we'll know, won't we?
Oh.
Seems a long way away.
That's a very long way. 5 months.
Maybe October.
Live Nation.
Yeah.
Not saying fuck all. Yeah. So we've got some matching, as we do quite often.
Yeah, not lots though, is there? But you thought of lots that I've not thought about and vice versa, I think.
Yeah.
I think between us, we might have a few.
I'm trying to think how many I've picked. 37, 38. So I should have at least 13, I think.
Yeah, I think I've got about 30 again.
So you should have about 10 based on last year's predictions. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get to see some of these bands. I've got some that I really want to see in there. Some I'm not bothered about, but every festival, I think.
Yeah, a lot of mine is kind of wishful thinking, but then other people that I'm not bothered about, but I just feel like they're going to turn up.
It would be nice one year to just nail all of them, or like the majority.
Yeah.
But I do think there'll be some another surprise headliner next year.
Yeah, I just can't think who it will be.
Sleep Token.
Well, that's not a surprise because you've said it. I thought you meant someone you'd not mentioned.
Oh, right. No. No, what I mean is, as a band that's never headlined before, I think Sleep Token will do it. They can definitely headline. And Muse, because it's been a long time. And I really want Rammstein to headline, but I don't think they will.
That wouldn't be a bad trio, would it?
No. I'd be happy with that. As of three bands, that would be spot on for me because it would be 1 year where I'd want to watch all three.
I think in terms of likelihood, swap Rammstein for Nickelback.
Yeah.
And that could be
the three.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. We'll find out in 5 months.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we won't because they spread the headliners out, don't they?
Well, they
Usually.
all on last
Well,
year,
they did
didn't
stuff yeah.
We had a massive. We waited till, sure it was November, then they announced about 60 bands, didn't they? So
yeah, they went ape shit. Don't go that. Maybe somebody forgot to press send on the first one.
well, it'll probably get leaked a week before anyway, won't it?
Yeah, it usually does. Yeah, I don't think it did this year though.
Yeah, it did.
Did it?
Yeah, because we saw it and we were like, ew.
Oh,
well, maybe not
yes.
ew, but ooh.
Yes, we did actually.
And then it was like, is it a leak? Is it not a leak?
I forgot about
is
that.
It just a drip?
Last year was the purpley one, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were like, that can't be downloaded. They wouldn't have that.
They wouldn't have that colour scheme.
And imagery and whatever. And it was.
Yeah, we got that wrong.
So yeah, I'm going to expect another variation on purple and pink.
Yeah, October time.
Seems to be the thing, doesn't it now?
Yeah. Oh, see, 5 months.
Yeah, obviously we'll have an episode to talk all about it, I guess. But in the meantime, happy journey home from download 24.
Yeah, and we'll maybe see you in 25.
Yeah, we might do.
So that's the 2025 predictions episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, check out our socials. We'll probably put something out at some point, I imagine.
Like a prediction.
Yeah.
Probably once we're a bit nearer the time.
Once we're a bit closer.
Unless they just drop it on us last minute.
Yeah. But you can check our socials out on Instagram, Threads, and X at Ready to Mosh Cast. We're on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube at Ready to Mosh. We've also got a Patreon on there, which is just £3 a month, and you get access to the bloopers that don't make it into the show, which there are many. Early access to episodes wherever possible, and you get to find out what we've got planned before anybody else. Finally, you can also support the podcast for free by giving us a 5-star rating and a nice review on whichever platform you're listening to, and we'll be back soon with another episode.
Make it Muse Moog.